Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Animaking 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of What If Naruto was disowned by everyone. Remember to get this one to 300 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the new episode of What If Naruto Learned the Clone Secret in the beginning. And also stay in tune for What If Naruto was the Otsutsuki King, and enjoy that guys over on Animaking. And I'm also going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto was a godly mage. So stay tuned for that as well, and I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both Animaking and Animaking 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Animaking family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Begin the intro. So the last time we left off, Naruto and Sabiki was going to school, as she was a bit nervous. She didn't know why she was on edge, considering that she is well ready to pass his exam, as she was the only one that took the exam out of she and Naruto because he was already a genin. They were supposed to come back tomorrow to meet their Jonin sensei. The next day Naruto woke up as Sabiki was in his bed, as you remember what happened last night. As she came over, she told her father she was going to go out training. She didn't want to have any regrets, and she liked him a lot, so she kissed him. It was then that Angel Naruto and a Devil Naruto came on his shoulder, but the Devil Naruto burned the Angel Naruto with the Amaterasu, so Naruto went along with it, because he had absolutely no morals at all, as the both of them slept together a number of times. The next morning her father was pissed off at her, but Naruto handled it, as he called for Raido, the guard, as Naruto uses Mangita Sharingan when no one was looking and placed man under a simple suggestion genjutsu for the man to answer the questions correctly, as Minato was angry at Jonin for not letting his daughter in. But he told that he was proud of her, seeing that she passed the exam and now ready to become a full genin, as she was going to meet her Jonin sensei today. As the both of them went to the school, as everyone's name was called, as she ended up on a team with Sakura and Sasuke, but Naruto was set to go to the Forest of Death as he went there. We met his Jonin sensei Anko. Anko tried to rough him up a bit, but she was vastly outmatched as he trapped her in ice. She had to report it back to the Hokage as Minato didn't understand. How did the boy get the drop on her? But she told him that the boy is stronger than they thought. Yes, he was. As Kakashi faced off against his genins, he came rather late. So all of them were rather pissed off that he was that late. But Naruto came to the battlefield, as they failed the exam because none of them got the bells. As Naruto was about to tell them something, but Kakashi came there and punched him in the face. As Naruto's head then dropped off of his shoulders, shocking Kakashi as blood started to spray everywhere, before he break into ice as the real Naruto appeared and threw the belt towards Sabiki as she caught it. With that out of the way, Team 7 was made the official team. As some time passed after that, as Minato didn't really like Jane that much, as he's been sending him on some dangerous missions. Well, he was sadly mistaken when he sent Naruto on a mission with the Envoy squad to annihilate a warehouse of bandits and thugs. But Naruto went off on his own and killed them all, and for some reason Minato placed him on D-rank missions for the entire week. Why? He didn't know exactly why, the man just didn't like him that way. Team 7 then came in, as Anko and Naruto were sent to assist Team 7 with the mission to Wave. As they went there, the Demon Brothers were in the water, but they were afraid to come out, as they quickly went back to Zabuza and rendezvous with him and told him that the Rattlesnake was here. Even Gato had hired Naruto before and used him. Naruto was the reason why he got so quickly influenced over the Hidden Wave, as Zabuza had a grudge with Naruto and he wanted to kill him. Well, the Rattlesnake, because he didn't really know Naruto's real identity. So they arrived there and Naruto was gone. As the group started to fight, Haku was hiding, as the two brothers were pinned to a tree and ice spears shoved right into their chests, killing them instantly. As Naruto smirked, he told Haku that he wouldn't kill Zabuza, but he then went off to kill him. Zabuza was saved by Haku. So with that, the team decided to head back to the house, seeing that Kakashi was exhausted. As they were talking, and Naruto asked Hazuna what happened if Gato simply destroyed the bridge after he builds it, as that got various emotions. Sasuke then asked why was the ninjas after him, the Rattlesnake, Jin, as everyone turned their attention to him. So yeah guys, so it's basically last we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So this will begin this new episode. Still, why was Zabuza so focused on you in the beginning? Sasuke asked Naruto. Well, I kind of screw up his plans, said Naruto. Screw up which plans? Asked Uncle. It's a long story and Grandpa, as Iniri came rushing into the room. Iniri, as he picked up his grandson. I'm glad to see that you're okay. You're finally back, Grandpa, said Iniri. So, who's the kid? Asked Uncle. Iniri, my son, said Tsunami. And where's his father? Sobeki asked. As the woman frowned. His father, he's... Iniri then screamed, stopping Tsunami from saying anything, as he ran into the far corner of the room and started to shiver. Well, what's up with him? Uncle asked in amusement. Iniri, what's wrong? Tsunami asked, trying to calm her son down, as she kneeled in front of him. Mom, it's him! Iniri screamed. Who? Kazuraki? The woman asked. Huh, I never knew I was that scary, said Naruto. He killed Dad, Iniri shouted, as everyone turned towards Naruto in shock. Oh, said Naruto. You killed Kaizan? Kazuna asked as he stood up from his seat. Who? Naruto said, raising an eyebrow. My husband, said Tsunami as she glared at Naruto. Ah, of course, Naruto said. Yeah, that refreshed my memory. Who the hell was your husband? He was a hero of Wave, Iniri screamed. Hero of Wave? Ah, now I remember, said Naruto. You really killed that guy? Uncle asked. Jin shrugged. I guess so, he said. Who was he? Sasuke asked. I don't remember, some fisherman, said Naruto. A fisherman is a hero, said Uncle. But why the hell would you even kill a fisherman? She asked. Oh, well, I was working for Gato back then, said Jin. Silence filled the room. You what? As the shout could be heard. How could you work for that bastard? Sobeki yelled. Oh, come on now. I was a mercenary and I needed money. And besides, I don't care who I killed. So, you would kill an instant man for money then? She asked, glaring at him. As Naruto glared back, don't give me that, you would too. Her eyes widened. No, I would. Yes, you would, Naruto said, interrupting her. I'll remind you if you forgot. We are ninjas and we kill for money. He's right, you know, said Uncle. Yes, I guess he is, said Sobeki, but I still don't like it though. And you shouldn't. It would be far worse if you did. I'll never forgive you, Iniri cut them all off as they screamed. As Naruto turned and rolled his eyes. Oh, and I'm so unhappy about it, he said. You don't really care about us, do you? Tsunami asked. Well, you want an honest answer? Well, I don't care about you, no. I don't care about that piece of trash you call a son. I don't care about that useless moron you call a father. Frankly, I don't care about this entire country. In fact, that little piece of shit in your arms right now is only alive because I wasn't paid for his death. And if he doesn't stop glaring at me like he's doing now, I won't care about that little formality. That was cold, even for you, said Uncle. As Iniri's eyes widened in fear, as Tsunami's narrowed. I won't let you do this, she said. Naruto shrugged. Then I'll kill you too, he said. No, it was Tazuna to get involved. I won't let you, he said. Then I'll knock you out, said Naruto. Why not kill him? Asked Sasuke. Duh, do you remember the mission? Naruto asked. Stop it, Sobeki yelled. We won't kill anyone. This country needs help, not more intimidations. Naruto massaged his temples. I'm getting sick of this. Time to clear the tension. Well, it was I who helped this country become like this. I guess I should redeem myself. I did start a new life after all. I thought you didn't care about us, Tsunami asked. I still don't, Naruto responded. But I don't really like what Gato did either. I never thought he would step this low. I should have known better. So what are we gonna do now? Uncle asked. Who are you asking? Naruto asked. Well, You're the only active Jonin right now, said Sobeki. You tell us. Uncle looked around. Well, you can do whatever the hell that you want, she said. Sasuke stood up. I guess I'll go train, he said. Sobeki stood up. I guess I'll go walk around, see what's what. Wait, I'm coming as well, said Sakura. Strange, Jin said. I expected her to run after the Uchiha. Yeah, me too, said Uncle. So what you did to that Kazai guy that scared the entire country? Asked Uncle, as the two of them were the only one left in the kitchen now. Let's see, I think I cut off his hands. Then I froze and crushed his legs. Then I sent a Hishogen right through his chest. Then I kind of beheaded him. Uncle Whistle, no, that's my student, she said. Thank you, Naruto said. It was really hard not to kill that little shit, by the way. Well, it can probably get people angry, said Uncle. He was glaring at you like he could actually do something, other than just crying and glare. Yeah, I heard that, said Naruto. Still, if we do anything messed up on this mission, we'll get another round of D-rank missions for sure. Hell yeah, if I ever see that damn cat again, said Uncle. Don't worry, you won't, Naruto said. Huh? Why? Well, as a wicked smile came on Naruto's face. At Zabuza's hideout. No! Big talk coming from a man that thinks that he's so invisible. I told you not to go and mess with Rattlesnake. Be quiet! As he placed his blade right under Gato's throat. Or I'll kill you. And don't worry, I'll kill him. Sure, just like you did last time. And put away this oversized butcher knife. We both know you won't kill me. Tuh. Zabuza removed his blade. Do not try to contact him. And why not Gato asked? You just don't get it, don't you? He's with Konoha right now. And from what I know about him, he doesn't do something unless he's getting something in return. He wants something from that place. Yeah, and what's stopping him from switching sides if he has no allegiances, said Gato. Yes, but you also do not know his goal. And you do, Gato asks. Yes, I do. And believe me, nothing will stop him as long as he breathes air. Which is exactly what I'm going to correct. Fine, do as you will. But don't forget who you're working for. Don't you worry about that, said Zabuza. The next morning, Oi! As snoring could be heard. Kazuraki. Oi! Kazuraki! What? The breakfast is ready, Sasuke says he left the room. Damn, and I was having such a nice dream. Moments later, oh, you're all here. Looks like I'm the last one today, said Jin. You're late, said Kakashi. You're the one to talk, everyone said. Looks like everyone's in a bad mood, said Kakashi. So, said Uncle, what exactly are we gonna do? I mean, should we kill that Gato guy or just give up? You're all going to die anyway, said Inari. Naruto burst out laughing. You know, you're one funny kid, he said. Shut up, said Inari. What do you know about our He then realized who he's talking to. Foreign, he said. Exactly, kid. What do I know about your suffering? Besides, it's always the same. Some people live happily because other lives are miserable. We should help them, Sakura said. Sure, go ahead, Uncle said. But first answer this, can you kill anyone, she asked. No, said Sakura. Exactly. But Gato and his man won't stop. They would kill you in an instant. So, if you want to help this country, you must be prepared and ready to take a life. And I don't think that will be happening anytime soon. I guess training is in order, said Naruto, as Sasuke nodded in approval. Yeah, but who will teach us, said Sobeki. I will, said Kakashi. But Kakashi-sensei, you're still in recovery, said Sakura. Don't worry, Uncle here will help me as well, said Kakashi. Uncle eyes lit up. You mean you're gonna make me train your brats? Well, I guess, said Kakashi. You're gonna regret that, said Naruto. Time skip. In a nearby forest. So what were you gonna teach him, Kakashi? Uncle asked hopefully. Tree climbing, said Kakashi. As everyone went silent. I'm out of here, said Naruto as he started to walk away. Kakashi narrowed his eyes. You're doing this too, Jin, said Kakashi, but Naruto didn't even stop. You moron, I was standing on top of the water, said Naruto, without looking back. Kakashi gritted his teeth. You're pushing your luck. When I recover, I'll... The words died in his throat, as Naruto appeared inches away from him. Kakashi took an unconscious step back. He's fast, he thought. Then maybe I shouldn't wait until you recover, and finish you off right now. That arrogance. He reminds me of... Naruto clutched his head in pain. Jin, what's wrong? Asked Sabiki. He screamed some more before disappearing in a poof of smoke. Huh? What's with him? Asked Sasuke. A distance away, Juka Haijin, said Naruto as he was standing on top of a lake, as he sent a huge shock wave of cutting ice towards no one. You are weak. Die, he says. He fired off another ice attack. You have the Sharingan, but you will never reach the full capability. Shut up, he screamed as he fired off a wind attack. You could not protect her after all. Die, Naruto says. He released another ice attack. Why won't you just die? You will never surpass me, the voice said. He gritted his teeth in anger as Itachi's silhouette suddenly disappeared from his vision. He screamed out as he fell to his knees in exhaustion. No wonder he was throwing high-level jutsus for an hour now. I'll kill you, watch. Nothing will stand in my way, even if it's the last thing I'll do. You are a really sad person, said a voice. What? I didn't feel anyone, Naruto said. Was I blinded by my anger that much? I am glad that your anger is not directed at me, Haku said, slowly appearing from the water. Well, he can change his direction at any moment. What do you want? As he readied his sword for a battle. She wasn't a real threat to him, but he was tired, very tired. You don't need to worry. I came here to talk. And why would I want to talk to you? Please, you will lose nothing from sparing a few minutes of your attention. Very well then. Talk, he said as he relaxed a bit. Haku nodded. I know you're with Konoha now, I don't really care why, but I think you've got your reasons. However, what I do care about is Zabuza-sama's well-being. And, said Naruto. And I know that you will kill him if the both of you ever cross paths again, she said. Good thinking, but I still don't get your point. My point is, I don't want you to do this, she said. Naruto burst out laughing, as it went on for a while before he settled down. Oh, and what would make me don't do this? She gulped. I'll do anything you ask, she said. I don't need anything from you, he replied. I mean it, I can even become your personal slave if you want. Just spare his life, please. I don't need slaves, all they do is slow me down. And if you really care about Zabuza's life that much, then go to him and persuade him to get the hell out of here. You and I both know he's just too stubborn to admit defeat. Well then, you better find some correct words, Naruto says he started to leave. Because you were right about one thing, Naruto says he walked off. If we cross paths again, he will die. Time skip. So, any progress? Jin, said Sobeki, as she rushed over and fisted him right in the stomach. Don't ever run away like that again, she said. Ouch, that hurt, damn it, he said. Only more reasons for you not to do something like that again, she said. So, any progress, Naruto asked. And where's Mr. Incognito? Uncle waved her hand, he went back to heal his ass. And about progress, as you can see, Pinky got exhausted after 3 or 4 runs. She managed to do it though. No wonder, she has the smallest chakra reserves I've ever seen. Well, the Uchiha is doing better with every time but the girl. She's determined, I'll give you that. I'll handle this, Naruto said. Damn it, Sobeki said as she fell one more time. Problems, Naruto said, as she turned to look at him. Nothing I can't handle. Stop. You won't get it done that way, he said to her. You think I'm incapable of doing it, she said that glare. You're not, you're just doing it the wrong way. But Kakashi-sensei said I don't care what he said Naruto. I'm saying otherwise. It's simply a matter of who you trust the most. She paused. I trust you, she said. Good, he said. Then here's what you do. Instead of running, walk closer to the tree and put one of your feet on it. As she quickly walked up to the tree. Now what, she asked. Now try sending your chakra to that foot so it will stick. She tried. It took her almost 5 minutes, but she did it. Done, she said. You sure, he asked. I guess, she said. Now try your other foot. She nodded and raised her second leg. But she lost control immediately. Gotcha. As Naruto caught her bridal style. Thanks, she said. Now, have you seen your mistake? Jin, can you put me down please, she said, blushing harder. I am afraid I won't be able to hold myself down. Sure, he said as he placed her down gently. Now what did you do wrong? I tried to concentrate on my second leg and lost control for my first one. Exactly, now do it again. Sobeki placed one foot on the train and stuck immediately. I'm afraid I'll fall again. Don't worry. I have you covered, he said. She tried again but she fall. Gotcha, he said, as he caught her. Her eyes widened immediately, because one of his hands were holding her back but the other, it was really low. Let her go, you pervert, Sakura screamed. Shut up, Naruto said, not moving an inch. Now Sobeki, start working, he said. You're so paying for this later, she whispered. Come on, I need to get this done, she said. Move chakra to her foot, move it to another. Start working, damn it. Come on, one foot, one foot. She shook her head, what's wrong with me? As she was thinking dirty thoughts. Now, stick the wood inside. What the hell is wrong with me, she said. Is something wrong, Sobeki-chan, Naruto whispered. Is something distracting you? No, I'm okay. Really, so if I do this, he said, moving his hand lower. She squeaked and slapped her mouth to her hand. Stop it, Jen, people are watching. I don't care about them, he said. The only thing I care about is helping you. Her eyes widened. You really mean that? Yeah, sure. You're the only person I care about in Konoha, he said. Her eyes sparkled with determination. I'll do it, she said. One step, another, another. As he watched, as she made up the tree. I did it, she yelled. She reached up to the top. Amazing, thought Uncle. She managed to do it on her second attempt with his help. Great, now get down here, he said, as she slowly walked down. On the other side, Sasuke was fuming, as Naruto noticed Sasuke glare. I'm not doing it for you, Uchiha. Sobeki, want to get something to eat? Yeah, I just finished this exercise. I can use a break. I can do the same for you, Sasuke-kun, said Sakura, as she was blushing madly. He then turned. You're sensei, right? Yep, said uncle. Then why aren't you teaching him anything? Asked Sasuke. Well, I don't know what the hell to teach him, uncle said. What? Sasuke said, confused. Well, you see, it's kind of shameful to admit it, but he already saved my ass 3 times. And kick it twice. He kicked your ass? Sasuke said, confused. You must be pretty weak then. Sasuke was pushed to the tree. I'm weak. Well, if I'm weak, what should I call you then? Hey, release Sasuke-kun or... Sakura was cut off. Or what? What exactly would you do? Sakura gulped and she quickly went quiet. No, let's get one thing straight. There are people in this world who are younger than you, and even stronger than me. You know why they're so strong? It's because they had good enough reason for it. As she dropped him. Remember that before calling another unfamiliar person weak. As she then vanished. Sasuke clenched his fist. All my reasons not good enough. Uzumaki Naruto flashed in front of his eyes. I hate him with all of my heart. Isn't hatred good enough? Later that evening. So have you managed to master the exercise, Kakashi asked, as he sat behind the dining table again. Sasuke scowled. I guess that's a no, Kakashi thought. I did it, said Sobeki. Really? I thought Sasuke would be the first one, he said. Yeah, Jin-kun was really helpful, she said happily. Sure, by groping your ass, uncle said. As Sobeki blushed a deep shade of red. Is that true, Kakashi asked. It was necessary, said Naruto. Oh come on, just admit you want to do it, said uncle. Very well, I want to do it, he said. You pervert, Sakura yelled. Naruto turned and looked at her. Even if it's true, what the hell are you complaining about? Well, exactly. Now shut your mouth and only open it when you're ready to say something smart. Kakashi's eyes narrowed. You have no right to talk to my student like that. And you have no right to show me my rights. I mean, I'm uncle's student, not yours. So there's really nothing you can do to me. Kakashi glared but said nothing. Anyways, uncle said, what should we do about this Gato guy? There's nothing you can do, Iner said. You're just gonna die. Uncle, please kill him. Sounds good to me, uncle said. She pulled a kunai. Tsunami grabbed her son. No, please. If you really want to kill someone, kill me, she said. Naruto slapped his face. You know, lady, you should have just picked him up and slapped that bitchiness out of him a long time ago. No, he had enough pain, she said. Not emotional pain, physical pain, said Jin. Often, it's the only way to knock some sense into some people. Everyone understands it and quickly. So, Gato, said Sobeki. Don't look at me, I don't give a damn, said Naruto. I thought you wanted to redeem yourself, asked Sakura. You still don't get it, do you, Sakura, Jin asked. Excuse me, she said. He meant that even if we kill Gato, what's stopping another man like Gato to do the same, said Kakashi. Exactly, said Naruto. This country has no backbone, and I think it never will. That's your damn fault, said Kazuna. Maybe so, but I can't just give it back to you. You have to take it yourself. Enough, I'm off to bed, he said. Tell me what you decide in the morning. The next morning. That feel nice, Sobeki, said Naruto. Wait, what the hell are you doing here, he asked. She snorted. Yeah, good morning to you too, she said. Sorry, I was just kind of surprised, he said. Surprised? Did you forget what we did last night, she asked. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Last night? Wait, don't tell me. Damn, Kakashi was next door. Don't worry, I placed up a silencing jutsu, she said. He gave her a look, like to say, are you stupid? Silencing jutsu, okay, that really helped. Did you also add some jutsu to keep the house from shaking when we were screwing like rabbits? Sure, she said. Silencing jutsu don't keep the house from shaking. Oh, he said. My bad. And it doesn't matter, she said. I don't care if they know. And she then jumped up and straddled him. I want it one more time right now, she said. He raised an eyebrow. Since when did you become so horny, he asked. Since you came into my life, she said. For the next few minutes, there was a lot of screaming and moaning in the room, as she collapsed right on top of his chest. Hey, Naruto said. Did you do a silencing jutsu before we begin? Oops, she said. That's my line, he said. Downstairs. Damn, Kakashi was definitely in for my father, said Sobeki. That's not the worst thing, said Naruto. Uncle heard. She would never let me live it down. But to their surprise, when they came downstairs, all they saw was a blushing Tsunami. You heard nothing, Naruto said. Tsunami could only nod in response. Good, Naruto said. Where's everyone, Sobeki said. They went to the bridge to guard my father, she said. I think we should go as well. What do you think, Jin? She asked. You go, I forgot something, he said. Sure, I'll see you on the bridge, she said. Sorry for asking, but what did you forget, Jin? asked Nami. My sleep, said Naruto. I haven't had any last night as you heard, as he turned to leave. Jin, she said. I don't know it's polite for me to ask, but can you do me a favor? What kind of favor, Naruto asked. Sometime later, Nami screamed as she fell down on top of him. That was the best I've ever had in my entire life, she said. Naruto snorted. I'm happy for you, he said. Now can you do me a favor? Anything, Jin, she said. Get the hell out of my room so I can finally have some well-deserved sleep, he said to her. 20 minutes later, snoring could be heard. No, in here, run! Snoring again. Let's kill the kid. No, I won't run anymore. Let go of my mom, Inir said as he ran towards the bandits. Stupid boy, nothing will save you now. Hishogin's the voice. Inir stopped in his tracks when 2 bandits fell down dead. Blades of ice in your chest. You moron, said Naruto, what was that about? I just wanted to be a hero, said Inir. Well, tough luck, because the only thing you would have become is a piece of meat. As he cuts Nami's binds. There's a difference between being a hero and being a dumbass. Thank you, Jin, said Nami with a bow. Don't mention it, Naruto said. But I guess that means the others are under attack as well. I guess I'll go check. At the bridge. Sasuke, Sobeki said in disbelief. Why did you save me? I don't know, he said as he fell down. Sobeki crawled towards him. But what about your dreams, she said. It is not as important as your life. Please, don't die, he said. As his head fell backwards. Is this the first time you see one of your comrades die? Asked Haku. He was a true shinobi. Shut up, Sobeki said. I'll never forgive you, as she screamed as a pillar of red chakra erupted from her body. Not too far away. Oh, that's not good, Naruto said as he increased his speed. I won't make it in time like this. I guess I have to use it after all. As he reached into his pocket and withdrew R3 from kunai. At the bridge. Who is she? Haku asked. I never felt chocolate like this before. Suddenly, a smoke bomb fell right under Sobeki's feet as the thing exploded. As she fell instantly, unconscious taking her. What? Haku said. As a kunai stuck where she fell, and a flash of yellow. Looks like I made it in time after all, Naruto says he picked up the kunai. Rattlesnake, said Haku. But that was a Hiroshin. That only belonged to the 4th Hokage of Konoha. Then, does that mean? Oh my god, said Haku. Then you must understand why I can't let you live. I do, Haku said, but you have made a big mistake by wandering into my technique. You mean these mirrors of yours, he asked. Yes, Haku said. Not very impressive, but I saw you turn dear Sasuke into a pincushion. I guess that's a bit impressive. Nah, I'm shitting you. He's a dumb loser. Well then, let's see how you will last against my technique. Any last words, Haku said, pulling out senbons. As a grin spread across Naruto's face. Yeah, 1. No, actually 2. Tsukuyomi. Inside the Tsukuyomi world, Haku looked around as the place was black and red. Welcome to my Tsukuyomi world, Haku-chan. Now you see, in this world I control time, space, and even mass of objects. The only thing I can't control is my big mouth, because I don't understand why for the love of God I'm explaining to you how my technique works. Haku tried to cause herself pain to get out of this, but it didn't work. She tried to close her eyes and focus, but it didn't work. But this is only a genjutsu cannot kill, she muttered. Oh, how wrong you are, Naruto said. Then what if I mess with your pain sensors, make you feel ungodly amount of pain, or ungodly amount of pleasure as you die? Haku didn't respond as she just glared on at him. She was tied to a cross now. Oh, scary. You know what? I know what exactly to show you. So for the next 24 hours, you will see your dear Zabuza getting killed right in front of you. Haku eyes wide didn't know anything but that. Oh, and by the way, you will feel his pain as well. So on that note, suddenly Zabuza appeared, and then another Naruto appeared. You fail again, the second Naruto said as he drew a katana and drive it right into Zabuza's throat. Haku screamed as she watched Zabuza fell down, gurgling as he was coughing up blood. Oh come on, don't get broken down already. There is still 23 hours and 59 minutes left to go. And 59 seconds. 1 second, Haku said, as Naruto smirked. Yes, enjoy the wonders of my sick imagination. Back in the real world, Haku would scream, and the ice mirror fell apart. As Naruto started to walk away, please. She grabbed his leg. Spare his life. Naruto narrowed his eyes. You're too weak, said a voice in his head. No, said Naruto, as he smashed his foot into Haku's face. He then walked over and unsheathed his blade. driving it right through Haku's chest. Instantly, ice covered Haku's entire body. Frozen redeemed as he withdrew his sword as Haku's body disappeared. It didn't even crumble into pieces, it just turned to dust and flew away with the wind. I can't get swayed by emotions. I am an avenger after all, he said as he walked away from the crumbling ice mirrors around him. Meanwhile, Zabuza was in pain as he was being held down by the dogs. You have no future, said Kakashi, as he had lightning clacking around his hand. Stop that, damn it, Uncle said. You have been talking for 10 minutes straight. Just kill him already. His Shogun said a voice. Zabuza cried out in pain as he managed to turn his head. You bastard! Before his head slumped down dead. Thank God, said Uncle as the mist started to clear away. Yeah, well, I hate drama, Naruto said, with his blade still in his left hand. That was not your fight to end, Jin, said Kakashi as he cancelled his lightning blade. Yet I did, Naruto said, as Kakashi did not reply at that. Where is Sasuke, Sobeki and the other shinobi? I don't know about another shinobi, but Sobeki and Sasuke are over there. Sasuke can say Kakashi rushed over. No, it can't be, as Kakashi rushed over as well. So, are they dead? Uncle asks. Nah, said Naruto. They're just knocked out. How was the fight? Boring, the two morons just play hide and seek the entire time, said Uncle. And what were you doing here to ask? Eating dango. And? No, that was it, she said. Hard to believe, Naruto said. What about Sakura? What about her? What did she do? Well, she was the one that defeated Zabuza and pinned him down. And then she uses powerful water jutsu to knock him out and kill him before you come. What you just killed was a genjutsu. What do you expect? She did absolutely nothing, said Uncle. Well, she did scream, said Uncle. Yeah, that's believable, said Naruto. What happened? Sobeki says he got up. Look, the princess is up, said Uncle. No, all she has to do is kiss her Prince Charming. No, it's the other way around, right? You know, said Naruto with a chuckle, I'm glad we ended up as a team. I mean, if it was Kakashi, I would have probably killed him in his sleep by now. Oh, you naughty boy, Uncle said. Hello, Gato, Naruto greeted without turning around. Notice me already, huh, Rattlesnake, said Gato with a smirk. You know me, Naruto asked. Yeah, I do. And I see that you wasted that fool Zabuza and his little bitch. I told him that you would do exactly that. Oh, thank you, Naruto said. So that's Gato, huh, said Uncle. Yep. I'm not impressed, said Uncle. I'm hurt, young lady, Gato mocked. No, my dreams are broken, and I had so hoped for a place in your heart. What heart? Uncle said that ring. Huh, I like her, Rattlesnake. Yeah, so do I. You do? Uncle said. Well then, let's go and do it, she said. Naruto rolled his eyes. Not you too, he said. So Jin, what is gonna be? Gato asked. Do you want to die? Naruto asked. I'd rather not, Gato said. Exactly, you're one sly, cunning son of a bitch, just like me. That is why I wish not to kill you. So is there no way I can persuade you to abandon this mission? Gato asked. I guess not, Naruto said. Too bad, Gato said. Well then, boys, pack your things. We're leaving. The thug's eyes widened. But Gato-sama, he's just one guy. We'll die by his hands like insects, Gato finished for him. Pack your things now, we're leaving this country. Not much to take here anyway. Glad you saw a reason, Naruto said that smirk. I don't know why you're doing this, said Gato. But I hope it work out for you. Good luck, Rattlesnake, he said as he turned to leave. Yeah, you too, said Naruto. Nice guy, said Uncle. I can't understand why people hate him. Time skip. Back at the house. You let Gato escape? He was there, you should have killed him, said Inari. You know, I already regret saving your life. I should have let you die. How can you say that? Sobeki said. Gato is a monster and he has my respect, Naruto said. The F1 shocked except for Uncle. What are you saying? Sakura shouted. He condemned this country and I would do the same if I was in his shoes, and you would too. No, I would never, she said. Yes, you would, he said. Because you see only the bad part. Did you know that Gato is actually a loyal husband and a devoted father? That those things he did was to give his family a life that he think they deserve. A wonderful life. As everyone went quiet. I thought so, Naruto said. But you can't live happily because of other people's suffering, said Sobeki. Stop it, said Kakashi. It's just the way the world works. Some people are happy and others are not. Some of them will never be no matter what you do. Anyway, your bridge is finished, Tazuna. Our mission is over. Yes, and besides, Gato is finally out of here, we can finally have some peace. It's a pleasure to help, but now we must depart. Yes, I will not hold you for any longer. As they all got up and started to leave. Kizuraki-san, said Tsunami. Yes? Can I have a quick word with you? Sure. I'll catch up with you. Don't wait for me. I just want to thank you one more time for saving Mai, Ineris, and probably everyone here live, she said. And please forgive my son. He just hoped to see Goto dead, she said. After you killed his 2 guardians back then. I see, said Naruto, but you should tell him to stop relying on others. If he wants to see something done, he should do it himself. I will, she said. And know that you're always welcome in our home and our town. He started to walk away as he waved behind him. Yeah, thanks, he said. Welcome? The only place I've ever been welcoming. Well, except for Kiri. But there is no way I'm going there. I guess this mission wasn't so useless after all, he thought to himself. Time skip. Hokage's office. Well, at least it didn't end in another massacre. Alright, all of you are dismissed, except for you, Kakashi. The 6 of them nodded, as 5 of them went off. As they left, Minato turned to him. Is there anything you wish to add, Kakashi? You mean about him, right? Yes. Well, I must say his reputation is very well deserved, but... Said Minato, narrowing his eyes. He's hiding something. That I can see for myself, said Minato. Just tell me something I don't know. I think he has some hidden motives for joining Konoha, said Kakashi. What do you think it may be? I think he wants to get close to somebody. Minato narrowed his eyes. Sabiki. A possibility. What are your orders? Asked Kakashi. For now, just keep a close eye on Sabiki. If Kisaraki try anything, I'll deal with him myself. Very well, said Kakashi. Dismissed, said Minato. Meanwhile, on the street, the 2 of them were still walking beside Team 7 as Naruto yawned. I should really get some sleep. So what are you gonna do, Uncle asked. She turned towards him. Sleep, said Naruto. Let's go on a date, Sasuke, said Sakura. No, said Sasuke. Come on, said Uncle. How about we go and get something to eat? Sabiki grinned. Besides, you didn't eat anything in the morning, right? Fine, said Naruto as he heard his stomach growl. Let's go, said Uncle. I know just the place, said Sabiki. At the Ichiraku ramen stand minutes later. Just the place, huh? Said Naruto. What? Said Sabiki. It's a nice place. Yeah, right, said Uncle. They serve dango here, said Sabiki. Alright, I agree with her. It's a nice place, said Uncle. I'm sure they added them just for you, said Naruto. But what I don't understand is, why the both of you are still here? I thought that you had some important business to deal with, Uchiha. Because you always have them. Said Sasuke. Nice answer, Naruto said, short and simply. Easy to remember. So, the old man said, are you going to order? Yeah. Give me a ramen, said Naruto. What ramen? Any ramen, I don't really care, Naruto said. Okay, anyone else? Yeah. I'll have 5 plates of dango, said Uncle. Beef ramen, Sasuke said. Diet ramen, said Sakura. I'll have 5 bowls of miso ramen, Sabiki said. As everyone turned towards her. What? She said. Aren't you on a diet or something, Naruto asked. No. Are you implying that I'm fat, she asked. No, but girls are always obsessed about their figure, aren't you? I am, said Sakura. Well, I'm not, she said. A good shinobi must always have good food. Well, I think that is more than enough, said Naruto. Screw you, she said, as her bowls were placed in front of her, as she started to eat. May I? Said Uncle. May you what? Screw you, of course, Uncle said. You pervert, said Sakura. I wasn't talking to you, Banshee, so shut the hell up. Come on, Jin, said Uncle. Tuh, said Naruto as he turned away and started to brood. Sabiki started to laugh. What's so funny, said Uncle. Can't you see? He just did a Sasuke. As Naruto rolled his eyes, is Sasuke now a new insult? As Sasuke scowled. Hey, don't scowl at me. I wasn't the one that said that. Ah, there you are. Everyone turned their heads. Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. What's wrong with you, Naruto said. Stop shouting. Alcohol, said Kakashi as he raised an eyebrow. I wish, Naruto muttered. Well, enough fun, guys. Let's have a nice training session. Team 7 whined. As Naruto started to laugh. What are you laughing at, Sabiki asked. I'm not Team 7. I'll think about you guys in my sleep, he says. He started to walk away. Hey, wait for me, Uncle said as she ran after him. But Kakashi-sensei, we just got back. Yes, Sakura, I know that, said Kakashi. Quit whining and get your lazy ass up, said Sabiki. Shinobi shouldn't complain about their work. Very good, Sabiki. Now let's go, guys. Time skip. As you all know, said Minato as he was in the office. It's that time coming up again. The Chunin exams are going to be held in Konoha. Rookie teams of this year, please step forward. Kakashi, Asuma, Kurna and Uncle step forward. Are there any that you wish to participate in this exam? I, Kakashi Hatake, Jonin Sensei of Team 7, nominate Haruno Sakura, Uchiha Sasuke, Namikaze Sabiki. For participation, I, Sarutobi Asuma, Jonin Sensei of Team 10 nominate Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akamichi, and Ino Yamanaka for participation. I, Kurenai of Team 8 nominate Hyuga Hinata, Inuzaka Kiba, and Shino Aberme for participation. Uncle, said the Hokage. Well, I don't really think it's a good idea, she said. Why, said Minato. I think you should simply give him the rank, she said. You know I can't do that, said Minato. You're lost, she said. Well, I, Uncle Midarashi, nominate Jin Kazaraki for nomination of the Chunin exams. But now we don't have enough participants, said Minato. Hokage-sama, yes, uncle? I think you should just let him take the exam alone. What? Are you insane, uncle? Kurenai asked. I think you're overestimating the kid, said Asuma. No, she's not, said Kakashi. Kakashi, said Minato. I saw a short encounter with Zabuza personally. I think he will have no problems entering the exam on his own. He thought to himself. Alright, very well. He will enter the exam on his own. The next day, it was around 3 in the afternoon. As Naruto was singing, I got the power as he walked on the street. He then heard someone scream, "Let go of me, you bully!" Oh my god. Someone's bullying a kid. Can this village really sink any lower? As he walked around the corner. Oh, forget what I said. It was not someone from Konoha, rather someone from San. As he hid his presence and decided to observe. It was my fault, please let him go, said Sakura. Then I'll teach you a lesson as well, he said. But his hand was hit by a stone. Naruto covered his mouth in order to not laugh. Uchiha to the rescue, he thought. Get lost, Sasuke said as he crushed another small stone in his hand. Oh my god, does he actually think that is cool? Sasuke-kun is cool, said Sakura along with another little girl. As Naruto's sweat dropped. Tough guy, huh, the sand ninja said, taking off a bandage something from his back. Kankuro, are you really gonna use Karasu here? Karasu, huh? Wait. Clone mask? So familiar, Kankuro. Stand down, Kankuro, said a voice. Gara, I shut up or I'll kill you, Gara said, as Gara sent Shin down to the ground. Apologies to you. Let's go, he said to his team. Hey, what's your name, said Sasuke. Me, Temari said. No, the guy with the gort. Sabaku no Gara. I'm interested in your name as well. Uchiha Sasuke. Temari eyes widen. Gara, your sand, it's frozen. Gara eyes widen. It's him. Where are you, Gara said. Over here. Naruto then dashed forward to slice Gara's head off, but he was blocked by Temari's fan. Rattlesnake, Gara said angrily as he took several steps back from the sudden threat. Not a smart move, Naruto said. I was not attacking you. Temari grunted as eyes started to spray across her fan. Move, Naruto said. No, she said. Very well, he said as he removed his blade. You're lucky your girl is protecting you. I'm not as weak as you think. I trained hard since our last encounter. Wait, you know each other? Sasuke asked. Really? And someone called him a genius. What are you doing here, Rattlesnake? Gara asked. Can't you see? As Naruto pointed at the headband on his belt. I'm a Konoha shinobi now. Bullshit, Gara said. You serve no one but yourself. Maybe, maybe not. You know you shouldn't let people sneak on you like that. I'll keep that in mind, Gara said. Oh, and by the way, what's your name? He said, looking at Temari. Temari, she said. Sorry, Temari, he said, for almost slicing him in two. Watch out, Kizaraki. The next time we meet, you will be the one that is surprised. Huh, the next time we meet, you'll be dead. Well, half dead anyways. See ya. As he crumbled into ice. So that was Jin Kazaraki, huh? Said Kankuro. Yes, Gara said. Uchiha, is it true what he said? Did he really join your village? As far as I know, yes. Do not trust him, Gara said. He serves no one. I'll keep that in mind, said Sasuke. Let's go, said Gara as he went off with his two siblings. Moments later, come out, said Naruto. As Konohamaru came out. So you see to my disguise, he said. Well, good for my new eternal rival. Huh? What the hell? I'm Konohamaru and you will be my teacher. Get lost before I hurt you. You wouldn't dare. My grandfather was the third Hokage. Oh really, said Naruto. Yes, really. And where is he now? At home, said Konohamaru. So how then he's gonna stop me from killing you if he's there? Konohamaru paled. Well, exactly, not everyone will respect you just because of your relatives. Now get lost, as he released killing intent, as Konohamaru ran off. Stupid children. Think being shinobi is a game. When I was his age, my hands were dyed in blood from my fingers going to my elbows. And here children are running around, thinking that ninja is a cool thing to be, because they can do those flashy things they call jutsus. Pathetic. There you are, said Uncle. Huh? Where have you been all day, she said. I was sleeping, he said. Well anyway, sign this, she said, giving him a piece of paper. What's this? Well, you're going to be entering the Chunin exams. I refuse, he said. What? Said Uncle. I don't really care about being a chunin, it's kind of irrelevant to me. But don't you want to show off your skills? I'm not the Uchiha. Showing your skills is stupid. Well, you won't stop pestering me, won't you? Nope, Uncle said. Fine, give it to me, he said as he signed it. Happy now? Who are my teammates, he asked. That's the thing, no one, you can take this exam alone. A smile came on Naruto's face. Then, perhaps it won't be so bad, after all. Tomorrow at 3, the academy, she said as she vanished. The next day, never thought I'll be returned to this place, for any reason, Naruto said, as he looked up at the academy building. He went inside as he arrived at the first floor. Please, let us pass. Tenten? Why is she here, he said. This is the second floor. I see, she's pretending. Well, let's not break her game then. What the hell, Naruto said as he stopped. I thought you'd only show his sorry ass in the finals, as he sunshine away. Moments later, yes, Orochimaru-sama, he's here. Orochimaru had a smile on his face, excellent, as he was wearing his disguise. I will make sure he pay. Sure you will, Naruto said, as he was watching them. I will kill him in the second portion of the exams. Thought as much, Naruto said, after I finish with Sasuke-kun. So, the old fool is still obsessed with the Sharingan. Figures. Moments later, Sasuke-gun Ino says she jumped on Sasuke's back. Get off him, Ino, pig, Sakura yelled. Damn. You're so loud, Shikamaru said as he walked closer. Ah, so you guys are here too, Kiba says he and his team walked over. So all the rookies are here. Not all, said Hinata. Jin is missing. Yeah, true. Anyone saw him? He doesn't have a team, Sasuke said. Maybe, he was left behind. I guess you guys should be a little less loud. They turned their heads. And who might you be? The name is Kabuto. I'm a veteran of this exam. So how many times you took it? 6. This is my 7th try. What? That's a lot. Indeed, and I've gathered much information over the years. Do you have information on certain individuals? Sasuke asks. Sure, who do you have in mind? Saboku no Gaara, Jin Kazaraki, and Uzumaki Naruto. Kabuto raised an eyebrow. Strange. Anyways, he says he took out his cards. The first, Gaara. 8 C rank missions, even 1 B rank. Nothing much is known about his ability, but the thing is every time he returns from mission, he's never harmed. Sasuke narrowed his eyes. Next, Uzumaki Naruto. Even less is known about him. Only known facts is that he's a triple S rank Newtonin, and no one has seen him after. Well, I don't need to tell you that, right Sasuke? Sasuke said. And finally, Jin Kazaraki. Kabuto whistled, quite a file. He's known as one of the most famous bounty shinobis amongst shinobi nations. Many countries have a price on his head. Recently joined the Hidden Leaf village. And he's also standing right behind you. Kabuto narrowed his eyes, he looked at Jin, who smiled at him. You're playing with fire, Kazaraki, said Kabuto. As Sabeki smirked. I thought you weren't going to be here, she said. Where's your team, Sasuke asked. No team for me. You see, before Naruto could finish, Jin Kazaraki said a voice. Well, several people. You bastard! What did I ever do to you, he said. You killed my master. You robbed my family, another one said. You destroyed my home. You burned my village. You betrayed my father. You raped my sister. What, Sabeki said. Hey, I didn't do that one, he said. But you did everything else? You all should really start backing off. Before I kill you all, he said. Silence! As several poofs went off. I am Ibiki, and I'll be the proctor for this first exam. Oh, a shame, Naruto said. I was about to kill some people. Now, ready yourself for the written test. Time skip. Naruto looked over the paper. Now, I'll explain the rules. Listen carefully, I will not explain them again. In the beginning, all of you have 10 points. For every unanswered or wrong answered question, you will lose a point. Don't try to cheat. If these good men notice that you're cheating, you will lose 2 points immediately. If someone loses all of their points, they fail, and so does their team. Don't get caught. Show that you're a real shinobi. Oh, and if a team member gets 0, he and his team fails. You have 1 hour. Begin. As Naruto yawned, I don't know these questions, he said. Oh, I see, he said, looking around. So you have to cheat. The Inuzaka was using his dog, the Aberame was using his bugs, Sasuke was using his Sharingan, and the Yamanaka was using her mind transfer jutsu. Wait a second. I have it too, Naruto said, as he was about to activate his Sharingan. But Ibiki was staring directly in his eyes. What's his problem, Naruto thought. But Ibiki kept on glaring at him. Screw it, I'll do nothing then, he says. He leaned on the back of his chair and put his foot on the table. A kunai then fly past his face. You have been spotted 5 times, Ibiki said. You fail. As Naruto looked behind him to the person that Ibiki was talking to. Hey, was it really so necessary to throw that thing near my face? You were not permitted to talk, Jin Kazuraki. One more word and I'll throw you out of here. Think you can rile me up this way, Naruto thought. He simply shrugged and placed his hands behind his head. Number 32 failed. Number 63 and 47 failed. Number 51 failed. You have no proof, someone screamed, which resulted in him getting his ass handed to him. Damn losers, Naruto thought. Alright, 45 minutes have passed. It's time for the 10th question. But first, said Ibiki, a hopeless rule. Another rule, someone said. Yes, you must choose whether you take this exam or not. What if we don't? Then your points will be reduced to 0 and you will fail. Of course you're gonna take it then. Well, if you take it and you fail, then you will never be able to take the exam again. Remain genius for the rest of your life. What? Said Kiba. But people are here who were participating in previous exams. Well, I am the ruler this year, so you're just unlucky to get me, said Ibiki. Not being a Chunin, I could care less. It's not like I'm gonna stay in this village long enough, he said. Someone raised their hand. I can't. Sorry guys, I quit. As his teammates stood up and many people started to join them. Anyone else, Ibiki asked, glaring daggers at Jin. He gritted his teeth, still glaring at Jin. Then all of you pass, he said. What? But I don't feel like explaining. Think about it yourself, said Ibiki, as he was still glaring at Jin. Suddenly, one of the windows broke. No time to relax. I'm your second proctor, Midarashi Uncle. I like the second portion better already. What's up, Ibiki? You're losing your touch. Shut up. I'm just not in the mood, he said, as he left the room. No matter, Uncle said. You brats have 2 hours to find training ground 44. Now go. Hey, Uncle. You passed, she said. And I didn't even do a single thing. But I couldn't help one thing, that Scarface guy was glaring at me the entire time. You mean Ibiki? Don't you know? You killed his brother. I did? When, Naruto asked. Yeah, he was competing in some race. One side decided to cheat and hire you to kill him. Well, at least it was what I was told. Well, Marino. Oh, Marino ID, he said. Yeah, that's the one, said Uncle. Come on, let's go, Uncle said. We don't want to be the only ones who are late. But guys, it'll be ending this episode right here. Remember to stay tuned for the rest of the Watch Is Corner Away. But I'm off now. See you guys soon. Peace.